It's time for GMA3. Bitter blast. After the monster winter storm, a dangerous deep freeze for millions of Americans, making it difficult to dig out, with many roads still icy and thousands of flights canceled. We're tracking the latest. Natasha Lyonne's sobriety battle. The orange is the new black star, revealing she relapsed after years of being sober.
Mom, slow down, all right?
What she's saying about getting back on track, and her message for others struggling with substance abuse.
We could be heroes.
And a marvelous premiere.
I was born to play this character.
As fans gear up for the debut of Wonder Man.
Amazing.
How the critics are already reacting to the highly anticipated MCU series. It's time for GMA3.
All right, what a banger to start off this Tuesday.
That caught us a little early. We were like dancing and jamming.
Ready to go. Hello, welcome into GMA3. I am Will Reed.
And I'm Rebecca Jarvis, here with Gio Benitez, and we are so glad you could join us on this Tuesday.
We really are. And coming up, a GMA Health Alert, WNBA star Erica Wheeler is going to join us to talk about cervical cancer and the importance of early screening. It's a cause very close to her heart, very important.
Yeah, important story there. Plus, Tori Johnson is here with winter warm-up deals and steals. Big savings, as always, to help you beat the cold this season. We could all use that in these parts right now, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to start here with that deep freeze settling into parts of the country. Single-digit wind chills across the Midwest and the Northeast. The dangerous cold hampering efforts to clean up after the deadly monster storm, which is still wreaking havoc. It is still wreaking havoc on air travel and power grids. And Ginger has the latest now. Ginger.
Gio, it's going to be hard for any of what fell this weekend to melt because we are going to stay sub-freezing for likely the longest stretch since 2018, at least here in New York. Let's dive in and see some of the numbers. Wind chills will have improved in the Mid-South, where there are still going to be some without power, but we're going to feel sub-zero tomorrow morning from Boston back to Washington, D.C. and Pittsburgh, too. And then it doesn't get much warmer. There are a couple of big surges of cold air, especially by the end of the weekend, that actually go all the way down to South Florida. The citrus farmers are watching that one for that freeze line. But look at Atlanta, the wind chill Saturday morning, 3. 6 below Friday morning in New York City. And Louisville, 10 below as we kick off the weekend for a starting morning wind chill. Now, this is the explainer for what's happening this weekend, because you're probably starting to hear people say, we're getting more snow. Well, let's watch this carefully because the models are still disagreeing. There's a lot of frigid air, obviously, and it's all about how close that low pressure system gets to the coast as far as what type of precipitation and how much snow might fall anywhere from North Carolina up to Boston. You know we'll be keeping an eye on it, guys.
Absolutely. You'll let us know when those models are in agreement and we can make our plans accordingly. Ginger,
all on the same page.
Yes, exactly. And we turn now to the landmark social media trial. For the first time, TikTok, YouTube, and Meta will face a jury over the claims that their platforms are deliberately designed to get children addicted. Elizabeth Schulze has those details. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hey, Will, so this really is a monumental case. As you say, the first time TikTok, Meta, and YouTube are facing a jury over claims that their platforms are too addictive. So jury selection is set to kick off today in a Los Angeles County court. This lawsuit was brought by a then 19-year-old who goes by the initials KGM. She claims that the tech companies borrowed techniques used by slot machines and the cigarette industry to hook users. And she says features like endless scrolling, notifications, got her addicted to social media, eventually leading to depression, anxiety, and body image issues. High-profile executives, including Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, are expected to take a stand in this trial. The tech companies have argued that there are other factors that contribute to the mental health of young users. Meta tells us that we strongly disagree with these allegations and are confident that the evidence will show our longstanding commitment to supporting young people. It adds that it's made meaningful changes like introducing teen accounts. YouTube also says that this lawsuit allegations aren't true, and providing young people with a safer, healthier experience has always been core to our work. We have not yet heard back from TikTok. Snapchat was actually also named in this lawsuit, but it settled last week. And this is really the first in a series of very closely watched social media cases that are set to go to trial this year. Rebecca.
Yeah, it will be a very interesting outcome there, especially with the jury. All right, Elizabeth, thank you. We're going to turn now, guys, to the end of an era at Southwest Airlines. Starting today, passengers will be assigned seats after decades of letting people pick their own seats when boarding. That was fun. Sam Champion has more.
Southwest is introducing assigned seating.
Assigned seating!
Assigned seating! The new Southwest Airlines seating policy takes off.
I can choose my seat?
Announced last summer, Southwest Airlines will now offer passengers the option to select their seats, transitioning from being the only major U.S. airline to advertise an open seating policy.
And I cannot wait for assigned seating to come back to Southwest Airlines.
According to Southwest, quote, if you purchase our basic fare, your seat assignment will be provided at check-in. Also saying it removes the uncertainty of not knowing where passengers will sit in the cabin. At least one loyal Southwest traveler is already criticizing the new policy before the tray tables are up for takeoff, pointing to passengers who book basic economy seats having no say in where they're assigned to sit unless they pay for a more expensive seat, a policy commonly used by other airlines.
That Southwest, you just lost a very loyal customer.
The new owners wanted to see changes. They wanted Southwest to be able to charge for bags, to get fees for seat assignments. So you're seeing all these changes roll out to Southwest to try to make the airline even more profitable.
Another controversial change coming to customers of size who need more than one seat. The new policy will require them to purchase an extra seat in advance. They can get a refund for that second seat if the flight isn't full. But if the plane is full, no refund. The airline industry seems to believe these changes are a necessary evolution to compete in the modern airline market.
Yeah, it's all about money here,
That's
right?
Yep, that's right.
Says the transportation correspondent. Thank you to Sam for that report. Coming up here, WNBA star Erica Wheeler and Dr. Jessica Shepard are teaming up for Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. What they want every woman to know. Very important information coming up. We are back now with a GMA3 health alert. WNBA star Erica Wheeler is here to talk about a cause that is close to her heart, cervical cancer. Yes. It is a disease that killed more than 4,000 women in the U.S. last year alone, and January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. So Erica's here with board-certified OBGYN and women's health advocate, Dr. Jessica Shepard, to help raise awareness. Thank you to both of you for being with us. And Dr. Shepard is joining us via Zoom because of all of the storms keeping her from New York, but we really wanted to have this conversation because it's so important and so close to your heart, Erica. Tell us about that.
Well, it's super important to me. I lost my mom to cervical cancer, so I'm definitely, it's an honor for me to be up here to advocate, to share my journey and share my experience. Man, I get choked up every time I think about it because how often do we put appointments aside? Because life, you get super busy and rescheduling things. So for me, I think it's super important that I'm advocating for this campaign. It's super important for me that I honor my mom in this way, and I'm vulnerable enough to be up here to share my story, just to let the women know that this cervical cancer is a disease that's super important that we need to check in on.
And it is a beautiful way to honor her memory, truly. Dr. Shepard, talk about the screening that women need to be doing and the ages and the regularity they need to be seeing doctors about this.
Yeah, Rebecca, you know, as Erica was saying, this is something that when we think about the small appointments that we put behind and, you know, advocating for everybody to take that time for themselves, because when we think about cervical cancer, it really is one of the cancers that can be prevented with screening. And when we think of screening, this is going to start at the age of 21. And you're going to do that through the age of 29 every 3 years, as recommended by your doctor. There may be instances where you may need to do that more frequently. But between the ages of 30 to 65, this is really where we look at co-testing. And co-testing really means the Pap test plus HPV. And those are taken at the same time, but they have two different goals and really looking at the specificity, which really just means getting to a possible diagnosis earlier, but also for the physician, like myself, when I see these patients, is to make sure that we know this outcome. We can help the patient prevent cervical cancer.
Yeah, it's such an important point you make that this, if you're catching it early enough, with those detection signs, it can make all the difference in the world. And Erica, I'm sure that's why the ultimate defense is so important to you to be a part of this.
Man, it's an honor. Like I said earlier on, it's a super honor. The ultimate defense campaign is raise awareness for women to get to their doctors and just get screened for cervical cancer, because like I said, it can happen super quick. So I'm in a position of a great honor, and I want to wear that, and I want to be able to spread the word. And like I said, I'm up here vulnerable enough to share my story. I know and I felt when I lost my mom, so I just want to spread the word.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful thing that you're doing, and something that will honor her into perpetuity. Dr. Shepard, there are disparities in terms of how much screening there is. What are the kinds of things women of all backgrounds need to be watching out for?
Yeah, women of all backgrounds, anyone who's listening or watching really needs to understand the importance of this test that's done, because it really can save someone's life. Early detection is key. But when we look at disparities, particularly with Black and Hispanic women, this is really where we see the gap in healthcare and also the ability to understand the disease and who it's impacting. So when we look at Black women, they're actually 2 times more likely, and for Hispanic women, 40% more likely than white women to die from cervical cancer. So even though we're talking about it from the perspective of increased death, we really have this opportunity in this gap with the cervical testing with PAP and HPV to really narrow that gap so that we don't have these deaths. And so this is where I'm so thankful that Erica can speak about her experience, but she can share that with so many other women, and they can do what's best for them by getting screened.
We are so thankful to both of you for being here with us. Thank you, Dr. Shepard. Thank you, Erica, for sharing your personal story with all of this. And we will see you again very soon, we hope. Coming up here, an Emmy winner and an Oscar winner teaming up for what one review calls as close to perfection as the MCU can get. We've got more details ahead in Pop News.
All right, it is time to start popping here. Hannah Battah is here. What's going on?
I'm popping in for some pop news.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Just this morning, the British Academy Film Awards, otherwise known as BAFTA, revealed their list of nominees. And while Sinners took the most nominations for the Academy Awards, it was one battle after another that came out on top this time. The film had 14 nominations, including one for lead actor Leonardo DiCaprio for the 7th time in his career. The film also getting nods for supporting actress Tiana Taylor, leading actress Chase Infinity, and writer-director Paul Thomas Anderson. But Sinners was very close behind, scoring 13 nods, including Best Director and Best Original Screenplay for Ryan Coogler, and a leading actor nomination for Michael B. Jordan. Hamnet also scoring big with 11 nominations for Best Film, and both of its stars, Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal, for leading actress and actor, and Chloe Zhao for Best Director. Marty Supreme also scored 11 nods, including lead actor for Timothy Chalamet. Another leading actor nominee, Begonia's Jesse Plemons. He scored a nod, as did the movie's director. And because the voters do overlap, the BAFTAs are considered a strong indicator of where Oscar wins might go. This year's BAFTA Awards will be on February 22nd, and the 98th Annual Academy Awards will air March 15th at 7 p.m. right here on ABC.
It's going to be really tough to figure out who wins, because all of them are so
There's
good.
excellent films running this year.
A lot of big ones. It seems more than usual. I feel like usually we have 2 big films duking it out, and this season it seems like it's anyone's
There's
game.
no clear winner.
Yeah. Makes it more fun, though. For those Academy Awards, Zootopia 2 got a nod for Best Animated Feature Film. Now, Disney Studios has announced that fans are finally able to watch the billion-dollar box office sensation at home, with the movie's digital release starting today. And to celebrate, they sent us a behind-the-scenes clip from the recording booth. Take a look.
I haven't even had as much caffeine as usual today.
Oh, y'all thought I wasn't dropping fruits? Print the t-shirt.
Oh, that's right. Well,
All right, go to Snortland.
oh, that's well. Sorry, I will. Yeah.
We are animals.
That's a wrap.
Do you know why you're saying that? Because that is a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Oh my God, I want to watch the whole movie like that.
Can you do your best hi-ya?
I would love to watch a movie where
Right.
you're watching
All
the
in the
animated.
booth?
In the bottom, you see the booth and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what
You'll
makes
produce
this
that.
I would
so
love to.
special.
I would
Yeah.
leave here.
So the digital and the DVD versions of Zootopia 2, they come with that type of bonus content that you love. Well, just like that, including more behind-the-scenes moments from the recording booths, inside looks at the animation process, and, did I mention, deleted scenes? Zootopia 2 is available to buy digitally right now, but it'll also be available on Blu-ray March 3rd. Nice. And finally, the countdown to meet Marvel's newest superhero, Wonder Man, is on. The latest series in the MCU debuts tonight and stars Emmy winner Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Oscar winner Sir Ben Kingsley as an unlikely team of work out as actors working to get jobs on a new superhero movie that's being produced in Los Angeles. Critics are already loving the limited series. It is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, with the E! magazine Inverse calling it as close to perfection as the MCU can get. I mean, what an honor. Reviewers online writing that the show is the cure to superhero fatigue and that the two stars are magic on screen together. All 8 episodes of Wonder Man premieres tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on Disney+. I know what I will be doing with my night. Yes.
Thank you so much. And coming up here, Natasha Lyonne is sharing a message of hope.
Welcome back to GMA3, a busy and fun day tomorrow on GMA. Kevin James will be here live in studio to tell us about his new movie, Solo Mio, a comedy about being left at the altar.
Oh,
couldn't be me.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Check.
Plus, our United States of Hot Cocoa makes a stop in my hometown of Miami. We're going to see how a cafe in the 305 stacks up against some cold weather competitors, all vying for a grand prize of $10,000.
I want hot chocolate right now.
Right?
Also, Omar Epps is here on Thursday. His new movie, Moses the Black, is a redemption story about a drug dealer. It's inspired by a saint that changed his life.
Incredible story.
That's awesome. All right, now to Russian Doll, and Orange is the New Black actress, Natasha Lyonne. She's revealed she relapsed after a long time sobriety, and she's getting honest in hopes of helping others who struggle with substance abuse, and Sam Champion has the story.
Actress, writer, and producer Natasha Lyonne revealing she has relapsed after nearly 20 years of public sobriety.
Should I call my guy at Bellevue? Is it the nicest psych ward?
The star of Russian Doll and Orange is the New Black.
Mom, slow down, all right?
Getting personal in a series of social media posts Friday night, some of which have since been deleted. Saying, took my relapse public, more to come. And recovery is a lifelong process. Anyone out there struggling, remember, you're not alone.
Addiction is considered a chronic condition. So really, no matter how long you have been sober for, this is something that people and patients need to work at every day.
Lyonne's well-documented past struggles included heroin addiction. The 46-year-old actress entering rehab in 2006 following multiple incidents, including a 2001 drunk driving arrest. The actress discussing her recovery in a 2024 episode of The Blocks podcast with Neil Brennan.
I certainly was somebody who was, notorious and infamous for getting high, and obviously that's not my lifestyle anymore.
And according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, relapse is a common part of the recovery journey. It happens to 40 to 60% of the people with substance addictions. Lyonne, vowing to get sober for her upcoming film, Bambo, and trying to help others, saying, if no one told you today, I love you. No matter how far down the scales we have gone, we will see how our experience may help another.
It surely will. So many people online praised Lyonne for her openness, her honesty about her sobriety and her relapse. The actress going on to say, quote, we need better systems to end shame. Gio?
Yeah, we do. Important story, Will. Thank you. All right, now to Deals and Steals. And we know it is freezing outside for so many of us. So now is the perfect time for a winter warm-up. And Tori Johnson is right here with the big savings for the season. What's up, Tori?
Okay, hello. So we are starting with these unbelievably comfortable
They're so soft.
flannels, right? They're super soft, but they're also very warm. We've got a big variety. Look at these with this Sherpa lining.
I like the lining inside.
The lining is incredible on this one.
Oh, so soft.
I could have used that cover in the snow yesterday.
Right? Or one of these. These are so popular. If you look at it on the mannequin, it looks like two pieces with the a little hoodie lined on the inside and then the jacket on the outside. It's designed like that. It's so cool. I think Sam came up with a new word to call these, a shirt and hoodie in one. I'm blanking now on the name.
A shoody?
A shoody.
You shouldy do the shoody.
He had a variety of
shoody,
names.
woody, coody.
He was on a roll with these, but they're unbelievably comfortable. Tens of thousands of positive reviews. Options for men and women.
Will, get over
All
here.
sizes have.
I'm looking at the shoody from afar.
There you go. $15 to $45. Really, really
Oh my
good.
gosh, good price point.
Fabulous. Okay, so for the feet, we've got, feel how nice and like warm. Feel right there in this.
Wait, what?
Feel right here. So
Yes.
these
We
are
need these for our jobs.
rechargeable.
We're outside doing stories all the time.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Rechargeable. So when that goes into your shoe and then your foot's on it, it's going to keep that heat going longer. You charge them overnight. Obviously, these are all rechargeable, so you keep on using them.
Take
The
this.
slim design fits easily into shoes or boots. You can cut to the size of your shoes. These are great for working outdoors, taking even a quick dog walk. People who have cold sensitivities and just want their feet to be a little bit warmer, they're fabulous and they're 50% off.
And you can switch them among different shoes.
Yes,
and
you can
stuff.
move them
I'm
among different
impressed
shoes.
by the amount of heat that emits.
Yes. Okay. Pop this little glove on right here. This is Caracol. This was an Oprah favorite. And what's special about these gloves is that you can wear it like this, make a little fashion accessory with the faux suede and the hand warmer part, or you can take that knit piece, and if you want, you could take this out.
Okay.
And then you could have put this over your wrist.
Oh,
so
right,
you know how
right.
sometimes
Yes.
you know how sometimes there's
You
that
keep
like
the cold locked in.
Yes. So you could keep it there so that the cold doesn't sneak up your
good
sleeve.
for kids too with the snow.
Exactly. So we've got just great beanies, scarves, these gloves, pretty fabulous, all slash and half starting at $13.50.
They're so warm.
Yeah,
I love
they're
it.
warm, stylish, fun. Okay, Will, you're going to take our word on this one. Take my word on this. Shapewear.
And I'm not standing behind it.
Exactly.
That's right.
I'll be over here.
All-inclusive shapewear here. What's great about some of this is that you get great support without underwire, and one of the things that's great is these sides are wide, and so it prevents like
the
bulging
spillage
and pulling and spillage. Exactly. You got the language.
I hear
there.
ya.
Is that what it's called? That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Discomfort is what it is.
That's ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly. We've got also the smoothing tank as well as the high-rise smoothing leggings. Everything from Shapermint up to 67% off starts at $15.
Excellent.
Okay, so you're a little bit young for these, but
Spectacles?
one day, these are among the world's thinnest armless readers.
Oh,
so you
here.
just see that right there. I know I just put my
you can
fingers
just
all
pop that
over
on
it.
your nose?
Yes, but what's great about it is
I
that
feel smarter already.
there you go. But here's what's really smart about
That's
it. Those
amazing
you've
that
got
it
the
actually-
half crescent there. But what's
Bring it
great
down
about
lower.
this?
Oh, lower?
Yeah,
There we
bring
go.
it down lower.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
Will's got
yeah,
it just
yeah,
in the
yeah,
right
yeah.
spot. But here's what's special. They come in these little cases so you can keep it attached right to your
That is
phone
smart.
if you want, or there's an option that's inside your keychain. Look at that.
That's
So
just so
you
smart.
just carry
Love
this
that.
on your keys, because that's one of the frustrating things with readers is that when you need them,
Where
you
are they?
can't find them. Where are they? And so Thin Optics has really mastered that. Tens of thousands of positive reviews on this one as well. Everything from Thin Optics.
They really do
there you
work.
go.
They really,
Of course
really
they
do.
work.
Well, it makes me wonder, do I
slashed in
need
half.
them now?
Yeah,
Is
no,
this
now we're getting a little
problem?
nervous.
You
Like,
hit a certain age and boom, if you're like me, you just like need them. Finally, Floopy, some of the most comfortable slippers. These are fabulous. We've got the chenille, the faux fur. What's great though is that you've got the sole on the outside, so if you have to quickly run to grab the dog or grab the mail, you got these $13 today. Big assortment with our deal.
What a deal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tori, as always. We've partnered with these what?
Do you need the glasses to read?
Do I? Oh, yeah, right. With these companies, we partner with them on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. That QR code right there under the Shoopies. What do you call them?
Floopies.
I'll forget it.
Oh,
We'll be back here tomorrow for more winter warm-up deals. Tori, coming up here, the best-selling authors of the book Einstein Never Used Flashcards. Join us with their tips for encouraging learning in kids, why they say less pressure and more play is the way.
Hear, hear. All right, we are so in this one. Welcome back. We are now going to best-selling parenting book, Einstein Never Used Flashcards, How Our Children Really Learn and Why They Need to Play More and Memorize Less. And we are here with the authors, Dr. Kathy Hirsch-Pasek and Dr. Roberta Golenkopf. They have just released a new version of the book for today's families. I am thrilled that you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
And this so resonates with me. I was just telling you guys I have a 2-year-old and an almost a 7-year-old at home, and you are saying lean into play.
Yes, we definitely are. What they're doing to you as parents is just awful right now. We first wrote this book in 2003. Can you believe, before the iPhone, before the iPad, and now you've got all the, what should we do with the iPad and iPhone, along with all the other rules? Skip them all. Do stuff with kids.
Skip them all.
Yeah, it should be human to human interaction. That's where it's at. And play has all the characteristics of how human brains learn. Full stop.
That's so smart. That's so smart.
That's fantastic. In the book, you talk about the 6 C's.
Yes.
What are they, and what do they mean?
So these are skills that not just kids need, we need too. Communication, which again, you guys do great.
Oh, we try.
Collaboration, you work together. Everybody works together. Content, which is reading, writing, but everything else that we learn in school. Critical thinking, you want to ask questions and you want to encourage your kids to ask questions. And you want to take them seriously. Creative innovation, every job requires that you be creative in some way, and confidence or grit. What that means is when you fail, you don't just throw in the towel, you pick it up again and try to learn from your failure and keep going.
Yeah, that's so important. Now, what can parents do to cultivate the 6 C's in their own children?
Well, there
It's
are
ironic.
a lot of things.
It's
A lot of
ironic
things.
that
One
it's
of the-
play.
One of the things is actually play.
Yeah.
When you're playing and building with blocks, believe it or not, you learn how to collaborate. You learn how to communicate. And here's a little trick we have to share with parents. So when you say, put the red block on top of the blue block or next to the green block, guess what? Those terms help build math. Playing actually builds math readiness. So we just have to lean in, as you said, to play. It's going to make all the difference in your life. And by the way, put your phones down for a little while. We check our
that's a
phones
problem.
every 5 minutes.
I got rid of my digital watch.
There you go.
I did. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with it.
Good, because
Let's
what
go
is the
manual.
message that it gives the kid? The message it gives the kid is that this is more important than you are.
And that's why everyone wants Uncle Gio to babysit. But I think it's so important. You're talking both to, you're talking about kids, but you're also talking about parents.
Yes,
and
we
this
are.
idea, I think it's so interesting to me that obviously the phones can be a default with the kids.
Right.
But for parents, I think they also create this comparison that is so unhelpful for parenting. Like, this is how to be the perfect parent, and this is the activity you need to do to be the best mom or the best dad.
Pushes you. And the people down the block who seem to do it all and somehow maintain their sanity. You have to stop comparing yourselves to others. You have to think, what's good for me and my family? And a lot of parents are very anxious and feeling guilty too at the same time, because the marketplace makes them feel like they're not doing enough for their kids.
You gotta roll with it.
That's right.
You also need downtime.
Yes,
I don't know
do.
about you, but I've been promoting adult recess.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need some time to live, and I'm not getting it. I'm just all the time. Just downstairs today, one of the makeup people said to me, go, 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 go. That's how I feel with my kids. It's just go, 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 go. And so we all need a breather. And by the way, this is incredible, but the #1 thing science has found is that the most important thing for raising happy, healthy, intelligent, socially gifted kids is talking with them and playing with them.
And with them, not at them.
Right. As humans, as adults.
That's
to human, really powerful.
Kathy, can we talk real quick about your
sure.
son?
Oh, go for it.
Benj. I was Benj Pasek. I was just texting with him. He's in London. He wishes he could be here because he's so proud of you. But he's an EGOT winner, right? The musical genius behind Dear Evan Hansen. I mean, The Greatest Showman. Such an incredibly creative soul. What was it growing up that you think caused that creativity?
Okay, so Gio, I have to tell you that the #1 thing in our family was actually to grow up as a mensch, to be a good person. And that's what I'm most proud of him
And
for.
he is.
I'm thrilled that he's talented, and he has 2 brothers who are also really talented.
And my kids didn't go to prison either.
But we did play a lot. His very first Broadway show was probably in deciding what we were going to have for breakfast. And we used to act it out by standing on the table and singing about the eggs and the oatmeal.
I love that.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Let's make a show about that.
Yeah, totally. Thanks so much to both of you for being here. Einstein Never Used Flashcards is available now. We're playing kickball in a little bit. Recess. Adult recess. But first, the stars. No one got that.
I got it.
Okay, thanks, Will. The stars of the hit Broadway musical comedy Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York are here to tell us all about it.
Is that Times Square? New York.
We're back now with the stars of the hit Broadway musical comedy Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. It's getting rave reviews right now, and right now here at GMA3 we have Christiani Pitts and Sam Tutty. They are the stars. They are the two strangers who meet in an airport heading to the same family wedding. What a conceit for a show.
Right.
I've seen the ads for this everywhere. And I can't wait.
We like to flood the industry.
I can't wait to come see the show.
in the subway.
Right, yes.
Exactly. And this is your Broadway and New York City debut.
Yes, it is mine.
Sam, but
Yes,
you've done a bunch of West End. That's, you know, London Broadway.
Yes,
for
London
those who
Broadway,
might not know.
yes,
You've
yeah.
done Dear Evan Hansen.
Sure did, yes.
Composed by Benji Pasek,
Yes.
who's the son of the
Yes,
woman
yeah.
we just had on.
Yeah.
Small world here. But how's it all going, and how have audiences been reacting to this show?
Yeah, I mean, it's been surreal. I mean, I never knew how funnier this show could get until we sort of did it in front of a dress. We did a dress run and invited guests, and they were laughing at jokes I didn't even know existed, honestly, because the way that the audiences receive a show that is written within the city that they know and love, their just love for the show and their love for the city, it just translates so amazingly on stage, and it's just such a privilege to do that. It's incredible. The level, because I did this in the West End as well, so it's just it's just getting better and better.
Well,
We're
and
having
you can hear why I watched the two of you perform this morning on Good Morning America.
Which was insane. People should go back and look at that.
I immediately messaged your dad, Byron Pitts, our friend, Nightline anchor here, to say, oh my gosh, you're so talented, and we've watched you grow and go all through Broadway. This has to be such a fun experience for you.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really nice. It's so nice to do it just with him, like, and checking in, and our lovely standbys, Phoenix and Vinny, who we've kind of switched it up, and we both had the opportunity to go on with each other. So it's like a dream come true. It really is.
Well, especially in New York, right? And that's what the show does. It captures the spirit and the vitality of New York City. But Sam, I think that there's a funny story for your first visit to Central Park.
Oh my gosh!
What
Well,
happened?
I mean, I think it's less of a funny story, more of a rite of passage for any tourist. I think I got here. I didn't. I was doing some auditions for Dear Evan Hansen, and they flew me to New York, and it was very exciting, and I was very starry-eyed with the city. I sort of just let's go to Central Park and just see what that's like, and I never realized how big it was. I didn't do any research, and I just got lost for like 4 hours. So when I'm not even trying to make that up, I just got fully lost. I had a bike, and I got fully like overcharged because I was late.
You're getting towards the edge.
I didn't know what up or
Everybody.
down was. Like the city, yeah, it was crazy. It was, and I thought I was in the jungle. It was crazy. I was very scared.
Well, yeah, you just kept going deeper and deeper into it.
I was in
That's so
Harlem
good.
by lunchtime. It was crazy. I was no idea where I was.
That's awesome. And Christiani,
Yes.
you're a mom now.
Yes.
How has motherhood
Zaza.
changed you with all of this?
In every way, shape, or
Yeah.
form. My character is so wonderful, and she actually wasn't raised by her mom. And I often have these moments in the show where I think, what would happen if my character could have been mothered in the way that I'm trying to mother my daughter now? So it's this really weird, like, meta thing where I'm actively myself on stage trying to figure out what would happen if, and then I go home and make those decisions for my daughter to show up for her in a way that I'm like, oh, you might need this in 20 years when you're trying to figure out how to make things shake. You know what I mean? So it's really, I don't know, it's changed everything that I do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That really is. Thank you so much for sharing that and for sharing your time with us here today. And you can see Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York now on Broadway at the Longacre Theater. We will be right back. Thank you to Sam and Christiani.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Y'all are pros.
Thanks so much for watching.
Such a fun show. For more news, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Bye-bye.